Let me know when you're good, and I'll talk.
All right. Hello and welcome to this AFC Championship. I am your host, Kylo Ren, joined by Brian, who's going to be with us for most of the game. We got a good matchup coming up. We got the Patriots hosting the Cleveland Browns, and Tosh and VBD are about to go at it for they have multiple times this cycle. Real quickly, because these two are ready, what do you predict is going to be the winner in this game?
I think this one's going to go to Tosh. I think he's, kind of realized this is like his last shot here of getting to it. And probably not his last shot, but his team's getting really old. Ward, Garrett, they're all aging. So I think it's his, kind of do or die for him here, and he's gonna take this one. But it's going to be close.
Who do you think is a player to watch for in this? Who do you think, if the Browns are going to win, who do you think it needs to go through?
I think it all has to go through Baker. I think Baker has to have a really good day today. I think he has to get yards on his feet. When pocket breaks down, when he sees 8 defenders dropping, he's got to run. And if Baker can make plays, and then Wright starts running the ball well, they can win the game.
Good point. Good point. Now, over in New England, they come in with a 15-1 record in the regular season and a very deciding win in the divisional round. But here they are in the AFC Championship, and they have a phenomenal defense. They are first over the regular season in points allowed with only 16 a game, and they just have two very hard hitters back there with Derwin James and Jamal Adams. I think we've talked about them before when we broadcasted their games. But just if Baker's going to have a rough day, do you think that possibly that Derwin James and Jamal Adams are going to be a factor in that, or do you think it's going to be something else?
Yeah, it all starts and ends with them. The rumor has it one of them just got a little bit faster, and if they make plays, if they're able to get some fumbles, then this game might get out of hand. Be interesting to see. Does Cleveland kind of go conservative and just try to hold on to the football and not make guys miss? But you're 100% correct. It all starts and ends in New England with those two safeties, which are absolutely incredible.
Definitely, definitely. And these two teams are about to head down to the field, so we'll catch back up with you when they are down there. We'll see you guys in a little bit. right, here we go. We're going to have the New England Patriots receiving this one. Now, offensively for the Patriots, we didn't really have a chance to talk about that, but offensively, they have Justin Boyer, who's had a good season, 3,540 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions. But it's really been the running game and Todd Gurley who's kind of been the workhorse for them, as he has 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns. Do you see them going to Gurley a lot in this, or do you think the Browns are going to be prepared for that?
I mean, yeah, Gurley's going to get the ball. He's going to do what he does. He's going to try to run the football, but I think he's going to have Boyer make some plays here to win the game.
Definitely. They drop back, get a sack immediately. That's Myles Garrett, who had an MVP caliber season here with a boatload of sacks. I think he finished with around 47 and gets one here in a big spot.
Yeah, Garrett is old, but man, does he make plays, and he just blew by that left tackle. And if Garrett can get about 4 or 5 sacks, this might be a rough day for Boyer in the backfield.
Rough day for sure. Myles Garrett is a disruptive factor here, as Boyer is now in the shotgun. 2 running backs here. 2nd and 19 already. Not a good start so far. Boyer now going under center, I formation. 2 running backs still. Wide receiver split out wide. They're going to hand it off. That's Gurley. Gurley with some space. Gets about 6 there on the run. Brings up still a 3rd and long.
We actually had the younger guy there, Eric Springs, the 26-year-old halfback. I believe he was drafted somewhere else and got traded here to New England. He's a superstar dev, 92 speed. He makes plays. So you got Springs in the backfield. You got Gurley. You got 2 guys that are pretty damn good.
3rd and 13. This is where Garrett is most dangerous here in these short passing situations. 2 wide receivers to the left. Here's the snap. Boyer steps back. He's looking. He's got time. Goes to the comeback, and it's caught. Nice read there by Boyer, and a 14-yard gain just enough for a first down. Keeps this drive rolling.
And you nailed it. Incredible read. I think he was trying to go to the angle route early. The Browns covered it. They might have had a feeling it was covered, but that deep comeback, very hard to cover in man coverage, and Boyer makes a great throw on time in that situation.
He does, and they're going to stay with this split close set here. Hawkinson to the right. He steps back to throw again. Here comes the blitz, and he does not get it off. And it's going to be another sack on first down. That's by Wilson. Brings him back for another 2nd and 19.
Yeah, the Mac Wilson, the 28-year-old linebacker. The Browns brought pressure there. They definitely thought they were getting a throw, and they were able to get to the quarterback. Just brought more than they could block.
2nd and 19. Forced to stay in the shotgun now. Gurley to the right. 3 wide receivers. Boyer sits back to pass again. He's got time. Goes to the drag route, and it's caught with traffic right in his face there. But gets a decent amount of yards. It brings up a 3rd and 14. So very similar situation to the last one. I'm not sure if that comeback route's going to be open this time.
Yeah, that time they didn't sit man coverage. They were in the zone. They made him complete a short pass. And when you're in the 1st and long, 6 yards does not do very much for you.
3rd and 14. Prevent defense right now for the Cleveland Browns. Shotgun set. Gurley, the man in motion to the right. Still in motion. Boyer now takes his snap. Here comes Garrett right in his face, and he goes down hard. Another sack by Myles Garrett. 2 fun.
Garrett able to do that again. It's going to be a long day for Boyer.
Long day for Boyer indeed. Everybody get your predictions in the chat. We have a lot of Browns predictions here. So far, we got Ace predicting 38-24 Browns victory. Regan's predicting 27-24 Pats. Jack's predicting 52-13 Browns. Interesting take there. He's expecting a blowout. And we got Josh Higgins, I think that's JMO, predicting 24-21 Browns. So everybody's predicting Browns right now, and so far that's looking good as we have 1st and 10 for the Browns after a nice defensive stand.
Yeah, and they just go power on the first play, get 10 yards with right. Hey, get right going, and you can have an easier day. You run the football, and then take your shots. Let Baker just ease into this thing.
Yeah, you don't have to be forced. You don't want to be forced in that situation like the Patriots were in the last drive, where you have a negative play on first down, just puts you behind the sticks, and just really shortens your playbook a lot, and gives the defense a good run at the quarterback there in those past situations. 1st and 10, Baker steps up. He's gonna try and run it. It's brought down for a sack. Good job by I believe that's Chandler Jones there.
Yep, Chandler Jones still playing. The old guy making plays. Baker, actually, that's Chris Jones, the D tackle that used to be in.
Right.
Yeah, used to be in Kansas City, and Baker's got to be able to make plays with his feet, and he tried there, just wasn't able to.
Baker's definitely one with the escape artist to be quick to scramble. Now it's 2nd and 11. Their handoff to Wright. Wright gets a nice bit of yards, makes this a 3rd and manageable. Brings him to the 30-yard line, 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yep, 3rd and 3, and it'll be interesting here. We haven't seen the man Curtis Samuel get involved yet, and Tosh doesn't use him as much as you'd expect him to use to Curtis Samuel. But when he does, it's always big play. So watch out for him on a 3rd down and short. His speed is elite. Gets open, can get you more, get you a 5-yard pass and take it for 30.
And here we are, 3rd and 3. Benedict to the left, Randolph, Landry, and Samuel split out wide to the right. Mayfield fakes the snap. Now he takes it. He's looking. Throws it. Oh, it's picked off. And he can take this to the house, to the 20. 10-5 touchdown New England. And what a turn of events there. Tried to hit.
He just didn't. He was double teamed and he throws a pick. That's a bad start for Baker. You like to see him try to get more involved, but this is what the Patriots do. They get a lead. This defense is going to be very tough to score on, and then they just start, their offense will start pounding it, and not a good start for the Cleveland Browns.
Not a good start at all, and it looked like it was going to be a good start to this drive. They got the running game going. They had themselves, after a 2nd and 11, put themselves in a 3rd and manageable. And usually, you expect Baker Mayfield to either scramble or make some kind of play, or them just run the ball with Wright to be able to get that 1st down. But nothing doing there. Throws a bad interception, and here we are now down 7-0 already.
Yeah, but hey, that's okay. You go back, you score, tie this game up.
Oh, and a nice throw there to the wheel. I think that's Curtis Samuel already getting involved. 20-yard completion there.
Yep, and he just found the hole in the defense there, right? That was cover 2. There was the flat defender was a little shallow, and Curtis got behind him, and he hit the what we call the turkey hole, just threw it in there against cover 2.
Now, maybe with that interception, it was a pick 6, but now maybe he gets the pregame jitters out of the way for Baker Mayfield. Maybe he'll start chucking it like we're used to seeing it from him. But now 1st and 10, single back trio set here. They're going to hand it off to Wright, right up the middle. He's got a little bit of space. It looked like he had a big hole, but the linebacker's able to close in for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, Mr. Wright gets 3 yards, and hey, 3 yards a pop is not bad. Put yourself in a manageable 3rd down and just make the right decision next time. We'll see this defense. We haven't seen those safeties get involved yet, Jones and Adams, but when they do, they're gonna lay the wood. And this is kind of those situations where they do. You start driving, and then they just make a play that ends the drive.
2nd and 7, pistol ace set here. Baker's back to throw again. Blitz coming, dumps it off to Wright. Wright with some space and a nice open field tackle by the linebacker there. Stops it for no gain.
Yeah, great decision by Baker just dumping it off, but Flowers was there to make the play. You'd think Wright would make him miss in the open field, but there was no move. I think he closed on him a little faster than he expected.
Yeah, I think he thought that the hit stick was coming, and he thought he could just put his head down and get around him a little bit, but he does not. 3rd and 6 coming up. Ace slot set here. Mayfield back to throw again. He's looking, stepping back. Throws to the angle route. A nice possession catch by Wright. Had a defender right behind him. Was able to come down with a 1st down Cleveland.
Yeah, it looked like that user was VBD using him in the middle there, and Wright just slid by, and VBD wasn't able to keep going with him, and he makes the play. That was a great catch by Wright, who can kind of do it all out of the backfield.
Definitely a great catch there. 1st and 10. Eye for him. Close set here. And they're going to fake it to Wright. Baker's looking deep on the post, and a pass interference. It was good coverage there by Joey Pierce, but he gets a little bit too eager there and comes up with a pass interference.
Yeah, Pierce, the young corner, he's got a lot of speed, but in a big situation in an AFC Championship game, he just doesn't do the right thing there and gets a little too much contact. The young guy out of Penn State might be a great all-time, might be one of the best when it's all said and done.
Maybe in a 1st and 10 again here. Pistols spread set, and they go with the bubble route to Landry, and that's stuffed immediately. Good coverage there and read by Love.
Yeah, that was actually a good throw by Baker. It was the right decision, but the wide receiver, the young guy, Jeffrey Randolph, who's done a great job for them this year, does not make the block.
2nd and 12, not where you want to be. Cleveland has got to get some momentum back on their side of that pick 6. And here's the draw play to Wright. That's stuffed immediately. Going to bring up a 3rd and long gain of about 2 there. Maddox on the tackle.
Yeah, interesting. I thought maybe Baker might audible out of that, try to throw the football because there's a lot of guys in the box there, and he doesn't. So now you're 3rd and 10. Got to get points on the ball, on the board here. You just got to take care of the football. If you get a turnover, you're going to put yourself in a lot of trouble. Be interesting to see what Baker does.
3rd and 10. Baker Mayfield in the gun. Spread set. Baker's scrambling now. He's got some space. Oh, now he throws. Throws it over the middle to Samuel. Everybody thought he was going to take off there. Mayfield with the whereabouts, able to bring it down a little bit and throw it to his receiver for a first down.
And that's a great play. It looked like he beat Avonte Maddox on that one. Curtis on an in route. He's just so fast, so quick to cover. And it was a great throw on the run by Baker there.
And that's what makes it so tough about defending Baker Mayfield. He's able to get out of the pocket, and you think just when you think he's going to take off, he chucks it downfield for a big completion. And now they're in 1st and goal. This drive keeps moving at the 6-yard line. Strong close set. Oh, and a big hit there. I believe it was one of the strong safeties. Did you catch which one it was?
Yeah, I think that was Derwin James just coming. Yep, it was Derwin coming right through and laying the wood. We're lucky we didn't see a fumble on that one. Derwin absolutely lit him up in the backfield.
Derwin was in there immediately, read that play all the way, and Wright is lucky he's not injured or left the football on the ground, as now Baker's in the gun. Everything's covered, but he gets it down to his check down. Very tight window there, brings it to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up. And here they are, single back, ace set. 2 tight ends. Mayfield taking his time, fakes the snap, now he drops back. He's going to try and pass over the middle, and he's got his man, and it's caught with a big hit from Jamal Adams. Curtis Samuel hangs on, and man, Curtis Samuel coming up clutch that drive.
Yeah, Curtis just doing what he does, and that's he's going to have a big day against one of the best secondaries we've ever seen in the XCFL if they're going to win this game, and just absolutely toughness shown catching those footballs on that drive.
Got to be able to make those plays if you're going to come out with a victory in this game, especially with those 2 safeties back there in Adams and James. But a lot of big plays there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Samuel's a small dude, but he does catch the ball in traffic. He's tough. One of the best things about him in Carolina was his ability to go up and get the football in the middle of the field, and he just showed it there. He's getting a little older, but he's still got that, same ability of just catching the ball in traffic.
Now 1st and 10, the Patriots get the ball back finally after going 3 and out in the 1st quarter. And here they are. That's the other running back, not Gurley. And he gets to the it is Gurley, sorry. He gets to the 32-yard line, gain of 7 on the stretch play.
Yeah, and that was a great run. They had all the man coverage. There was basically nobody outside there on the right side, so they ran the stretch, and Gurley was able to get them into a 2nd and manageable.
Yeah, finally a 2nd and manageable for them in these drives. As Garrett's X factor is lit. Here they are, Trey to the left here. And they're going to hand it off. Ooh, he does get the first down. A little bit of shifting there showed, as Spring is the one who's able to get that for a first down.
Yeah, and Spring's just showing good toughness downhill there. Now if you're the Patriots here, if you can put together a long drive, kill some of the clock here, get a score, that takes a lot of the momentum that the Browns are feeling right now.
1st and 10, single back wing pair here. 3 tight ends to the right. Gurley in the backfield. Boyer steps back to throw. He's looking for that tight end. Ooh, and a nice bat away by the linebacker. User play there by Tosh. Had that play read all the way.
Yeah, these are 2 users that know what each other do, right? And Tosh right there, he knew, hey, Hawkinson's going to go on that post route and that formation, manned him up, played it great. Hard, sometimes you get those pass interference call when you're manning up, but he just did a great job of staying underneath it and swatting the ball.
Yeah, really great job there. And with those, usually what happens when you draw that pass interference is when you try and hit that X button a little bit too early, and that's what draws it. That time, Tosh showed good timing and good patience and able to swat that away. 2nd and 10, bunch set here. Now he steps back underneath route, and it's caught. That'll bring up short of the first down marker. Big 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, and that's a great job by Boyer getting yourself in 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5. He could have taken a shot there, but it might have been, batted away or swatted. So Boyer just took the check down, which is an awesome read.
Awesome read. He had pressure in his face as well. As a 3rd and 5 single back set. They're going to pass it. Boyer steps back. He's run out of time over the middle. Ooh, and he thought he had his receiver for a second. And it's dropped. Brings up a 4th and 5. Patriots not looking too good on offense so far.
No, and that's just great man coverage. That's Brett Luther, the 25-year-old cornerback out of Memphis, who's been a pretty good corner for the Browns, and he's going to replace one of the Greedy and Denzel Ward when they got older, and he just made a great play there.
And here's Wright to return. Wright tries to get around the outside, but doesn't. Brings it to the 15-yard line. So Browns coming off a little bit of momentum here after that nice drive before, scoring a touchdown and a big defensive stand. And after that pick six, they really have kind of bounced back and kind of gained the momentum.
Yeah, you got to think this is the Browns' game right now, honestly. But you have a good first half with other than the pick six where you've been controlling the ball and getting stops. You'd like to see yourself have a bigger lead. It'll be interesting in the second half if the Patriots start rolling. You don't have enough points on the board to cover that. So the Browns, I think, got to take advantage of this momentum in the first half and at least get another touchdown here.
For sure, and they will get the ball back to receive in the second half, so that's also big for them here. Here they are, though, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Baker Mayfield's X factor is lit up now. I-form set, play action. Here comes pressure, and he dumps it off to his running back right. Smart play just to get it off there and gets a gain of about 1.
And that was a really good read because Chris Jones absolutely ate up the center on that play and got in the backfield before anybody, before Baker had a chance to look downfield and try to hit a shot to one of his guys. So the check down there is awesome. Instead of taking a big sack, you end up in 2nd and 8.
2nd and 9. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends right to his right. Randolph in motion. And they're going to hand it off to right up the middle. Oh, and there's Jamal Adams in there. Looked like he had right in his sight, but right able to duck his head down, at least avoid the big hit as a 3rd and 7's coming up.
Yeah, good job of Wright of holding on to the football and not getting lit up there. Interesting. I might have expected to see a little more zone read with Baker there, trying to get him out on the edge. You had your numbers to the boundary there. If he had kept the football in the inside zone, he might be out.
Empty set for Baker Mayfield now. 3rd and 7 coming up. It's where Baker likes to take his shot. 3-man on the rush. Oh, and it goes to the corner route. Somehow caught.
Squeezes it through. And that's Jarvis Juice Landry making the play, and he's been just an absolute stud for them for a long time now. And if he's making catches like that, you got to feel good in Cleveland.
And he kind of bails out Baker Mayfield there because that was the same kind of throw that resulted in the pick six from the first drive. And the corner had to jump on it, just unable to get there. As Jarvis Landry put his back towards him and is able to come down with it. Huge play there by Landry.
Baker really tried to fit that in there. It was pretty dangerous in that situation.
Pistol bunch set. Baker's going to throw again. He's looking for that corner route. He's got his tight end, and it's dropped and batted away. Good play there by the cornerback.
You're waiting, right?
Second and 10. Pistol spread set here.
Nice
Baker
call.
with the option. He goes to right with a bunch of space. Gets to the 47-yard line. This time using Baker Mayfield as a bit of distraction. Reads the option play correctly, and Wright gets up the middle for a good gain of about 14.
Yeah, it looked like Tosh might have been listened to there. Did a good job of reading the defensive end, giving yourself an extra blocker, and Wright got out.
Here they go. They're going to keep it going. Pistol strong slot here. 1st and 10. Fakes the snap. Now he's going to drop back. He's got his tight over the middle. Easy completion. He's able to avoid the hit as well from Jamal Adams and get down for another first down for Cleveland.
Great read. Benedict with the catch. Benedict's had a good year for Cleveland, and they're rolling right now. Now, this drive's taken a while. You want to keep the ball, not let New England get a chance to score and get some type of points on the board in this situation.
Definitely want to use the clock. Trying to get New England to use some of those timeouts. Keep yourself in field goal range. And if you come away with 3 here, you will get the ball back, so you do have a chance to go up by 2 possessions next time you get the ball, potentially. So, big drive here for Cleveland, but even bigger drive for this New England Patriots defense. So, outside of that interception, that pick six, they've kind of been giving up a lot of yards and giving up a lot of momentum to this offense.
Yeah, and it's been short routes. It's not been, they haven't hit many big plays. They just controlled the football. And if you're New England, you got to get some type of turnover here to prevent that.
1st and 10. Blitz is coming. Baker sees it. Hits his man Landry. Landry in space. Gets to the 16-yard line. Read that blitz all the way. Gets it behind the linebacker trying to lurk for a nice gain of about 20-something yards there.
Yeah, Baker's living dangerously, man. That was a very, very tight window there, and he's just finding them right now. And if he can continue to do that, that's going to be big for them.
He's got to be careful of his turnovers as he sends his man in motion. Screen play to the running back, and everybody is there. He's going to get nothing as he drops for a loss of about 3.
And you got to think VBD knew what was coming there. They know each other. He saw that motion, and I think they were all over that screen pass. Two users that know each other this well. It's going to be tough to hit your bread and butter plays.
I like that play call though. You don't want to take many risks here. Now you're well within field goal range. You want to try and burn that clock a little bit. Not a bad call there to call that screen, but just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, completely agree. It's a good call, just tough. Not tough execution when your guy might knows it's coming.
Empty set. Baker letting the clock run down a little bit here. Now he takes his snap. He's looking over the middle. He's got his slant route, and that is his tight end.
Yeah, that's Benedict again. And I think Baker wanted Samuel on the scene, but he was covered. The safety was over the top of it a little bit. So it's a great job of checking it down and not trying to force it to your guy. But at the same time, do you try to let your guy go make a play and get a touchdown here? Is a field goal enough? It's very interesting to see. I don't think it is. I think you need to score a touchdown.
I think if you're Tosh, I think the right move right here is to get a first down. New England still has all their timeouts. He's trying to burn some of the clock here. If they don't use any of them, they'll still have all their timeouts, and that's enables you to use all the middle of the field when you get this ball back. So 3rd and 7
Exactly.
here. Landry in motion. They're going to go with the touch pass. Landry with some space. A good
Wow.
block off the edge, and Landry's going to walk in for a touchdown. 13 seconds. Beautiful drive here for Cleveland as they score just before the end of the half.
What a good call by Cleveland there. Jarvis able to take it into the end zone, and you leave them with only 13 seconds left. They have those 3 timeouts, but this is not enough time to go make a play. Great job by Cleveland. You get the ball back now in the second half. Really in control of this game.
And a phenomenal block there, a little bit underrated, but a phenomenal block by the running back. He got out there on that touch pass and really was a great lead blocker there for Landry. He's able just to get around everything and waltz in for a touchdown. And now, 13 seconds left. Your options are extremely limited here for New England. Do you think they're going to try and take a shot here or just cut their losses and try and get to halftime?
Yeah, it looks like they might be coming out in a big set. They try to run the ball, see if you can hit a big play, but you probably cut your losses. You don't want to turn the ball over here late.
And they're going to go with the stretch play of Gurley just like you said, and that should just about do it for half here as we got 14-7 Cleveland.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge drive here. See what happens. Can they go can the Cleveland go get a score and go up two scores?
Now Baker, like we said a few times already, he's been very risky with the ball. He's got that first interception, but after that, he kind of settled down a little bit, hit some shorter plays, and got his confidence back. And he's been thrown into some very tight windows. If you're New England, do you try and key into that and maybe try and force one of these turnovers, try and force one of those tight throws?
Yeah, I think you want to just limit the big play, make them drive the football because you have the two enforcers back there that will cause a turnover eventually. So just hey, keep everything in front of you and see if your guys can make a play.
And here's the counter play right up the middle. And a nice juke move. He's got space to the 50, 40, 30. No one will catch him. Wright is going to go all the way for a touchdown. What a way to start the half for Cleveland.
Yeah, and that is what you want to see. If you're the Browns there, both safeties were keyed on right there. It looked like he might have got lit up, and he makes a great juke around his blocker to get into the open field and score a touchdown. If he had went the other way, he was going to get absolutely destroyed. Great vision by Wright getting to the sideline.
Oh, and what a beautiful juke move. I mean, most people would like to try and cut that to the right or just put their head down and try and get around that blocker. That juke move, he probably juked about 3 yards to the left there instantly. It was phenomenal to see that. And after that, he was off to the races. Really good play there by Wright. And now, the New England's in a huge hole.
Yeah, now so New England, they've had a great year running the football. Boyer's a decent quarterback. Down 21-7, they're not out of the game, but this isn't where they like to play. One loss this year. Let's see how they react to being down in the big spot.
And we see there at the screen, total yards to New England about 19. So they really haven't gotten anything going as they hand it to Gurley for a gain of about 4 there.
Yeah, hey, not a big play, but if you can get 4, get a score, there's still a lot of time left. This drive doesn't need to be a shot. You can just get back into the game by getting a touchdown and taking some time off.
They have to avoid negative plays, so you cannot take any more sacks from Garrett. And they're going to hand it to the other running back, Springs, and he puts his head down, but it stops short of the marker for a gain of about 4.
And that's Wilson again. Wilson's making some big plays. Mac Wilson, that 28-year-old linebacker from Alabama, has played in really big games, played in a couple national championships, won himself a national championship. So he knows all about these situations.
And here's another situation. 3rd and short coming up. 3 wide receivers to the left here. They're going to pass it. They going over the middle, and it's knocked away. Throwing into double coverage is Boyer, and it's another 3 and out for this New England Patriots offense.
Oh, and that is really tough. Boyer wanted the corner out on that play. They brought pressure. Tosh usured the tight end and took away the corner, and there was nothing there. He had to throw it into double coverage.
Yeah, good call there, sending the blitz there, and he's able to know exactly, like you said, these guys play each other a lot, and he knew exactly what play VBD was going to come to. So here we are now, Cleveland with plenty of clock left, plenty of time left in this game. Have to take care of the football here. If you're Cleveland, are you going to try and get the running game going again? Are you going to try for one of those big plays? Or are you just going to trust Baker to take care of the football?
Yep, Baker's going to just take care of the ball here if you're doing things right, and they're going to just try to throw the ball and run the ball with Mr. Right.
Sagelback set at their own 8-yard line. They're going to hand it to Wright off the stretch play. He's got more space, but he's brought down for a gain of 9 there. Wright is having himself a day.
Yeah, 121 yards on 9 rushes. Obviously, that big one just at the start of the half has juiced those numbers a bit. But if you can keep getting positive 6-yard, 7-yard gains with him, you're gonna really run this clock out. Look for New England to start bringing pressure in this situation. They're gonna want to try to get a stop, and if they do that, you could see Cleveland hit a big one again.
I form slot set here. Easy running lane now as Wright gets it, but a huge hit. Wow. Looked like they were baiting that a little bit, and a huge hit on Wright almost coughs up the football. It's Godwin on the tackle. It's big 3rd and 1
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah, that was an absolute, laying of the wood there by Godwin, and that was a user by VBD. User linebacker read the run, got to him and stuffed it before he can get the first down. That's a great job. These two guys are playing very high level of football right here.
3rd and short, their own 17-yard line. Cleveland has got to put together somewhat of a drive. They don't want New England to try and get any momentum here. 3 wide receivers to the left, Wright in the backfield. Mayfield's going to hand it to Wright again. Wright is able to just get enough for a first down as he was stuffed there by Godwin, but puts his head down and gets what he needs for a first down.
Yeah, that's a good call. Just get downhill. He was almost stopped from behind in the backfield there, but he was able to get the first. So now if you're Tosh, you got to obviously run the ball, but maybe you're looking for a big shot here. You've gotten a first down. He's getting a little desperate. Take a shot down the field, see if you can make a big play.
Yeah, look for Samuel in this situation to get behind the defense. And here they go, play action. He's looking for Samuel, but he checks it down to his out route. That's Randolph there. Good read by Mayfield.
Yeah, awesome read by Mayfield. And, ever since that first interception he's thrown, he's been making great plays, great throws. And that's just another first down. He stayed in bounds to keep the clock going. Right now, it doesn't look good for New England the way that the Cleveland's just able to get chunk plays and first downs.
They're getting first downs. They're taking long drives. They're really using a lot of this clock right now and taking a lot of the win out of this New England team.
Yep, see if they take a shot here, try to maybe bury him.
He steps back. Blitz is coming. Out route. He's got his man Samuel for another huge chunk play. 14-yard gain. Another first down for Cleveland.
Great call. He recognized the blitz. He got the right throw on the out route and just was able to complete it. Kind of an easy pitch and catch there. If you're playing against man coverage, off man, that out route, that's something they do all summer, all off season. That's just that's kind of taking candy from the baby there. We're gonna have to see VBD kind of mix up his defenses here, try to get a different look to confuse Baker.
What he's got to be careful of, he's getting very aggressive with these blitzes and these sets. He's trying to stop the run. He knows that Tosh is wanting to run first, but he's going to open himself to more big plays like that if he keeps that up.
Exactly, and that's the dangerous thing about being down and just trying to get after it. We'll see. Maybe he starts to disguise coverages, move his guys around a little bit, and make Tosh have to think a little bit more instead of just giving up those easy throws.
And Wright is stopped in the backfield there, but is able to somehow fall forward for a gain of 5. Brings up a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Three running backs in the backfield. Option play here, and they hand it to the other running back, and a nice gain there by Bogan. Gets about 8 for another first down by Cleveland. They're just taking so much time off the clock.
Oh yeah, this is one of those drives that absolutely bleeds. You're sitting there going nuts. Bogan, the 26-year-old running back out of the University of Ohio, not Ohio State, making a good first down, and he's been a guy they rely on to make plays when Wright's not in.
Single back set. Bogan's in now. Stays in the game. They're going to hand it to Bogan again. Bogan up the middle. And a huge hit there by Jamal Adams. Boy, Bogan is lucky to hang on to that. They needed that turnover there.
Yeah, and it looked like Bogan was holding on that football for absolutely dear life in that situation, and that's all you need to do is hold on to the ball there. But it's very hard when you got guys like Jamal Adams hitting you at full speed.
And it seemed like Bogan knew that hit was coming. He kind of just held on for dear life to that ball, like you said. He found the right hole. That was the only hole that was really open, and he knew he was going to get yards, but he was also going to take a huge hit. Good play there by Bogan, and shown why he's that good number 2 back there in Cleveland.
Yep, positive yards right now. That's all you need.
2nd and 8, trips to the left. Baker steps out and an easy throw to the tight end. Benedict again. He'll get out of bounds and avoid the hit to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, great job. Got man coverage. That little corner route, and that was really a shallow corner route by the tight end. It's very hard to cover in man. And great job of getting out of bounds and avoiding the hit stick, because if he tries to turn that thing upfield, Benedict might have been putting that ball on the ground.
Just take what this New England defense has given you. This Cleveland offense has been able to do that all game long. And really, it's just plays like that. Heads-up plays to get out of bounds instead of trying to get more yards than they need to. Just stay in this and make sure you don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, and Tosh is putting on a clinic right now of just how to drive the football down the field and not turning it over. This has been a hell of a drive.
And another huge run there by Wright. 13 rushes for over 140 yards there and a touchdown. He is just taking this game over right now.
And you see how he didn't try to make a move on that one. He put 2 hands on the football, right? Got that thing in his stomach and really covered it up because he saw the big guy coming to hit him.
Yeah, he's in an open space between him and Derwin James. He knows he's not going to get around him. He just takes what he can and covers the ball up for a first down. 1st and 10. Ace close set here, and they throw it to the drag route. He's got some space. Samuel unable to get around the edge there. It's Maddox, the nice tackle, but still a nice gain there. Brings him to the 3-yard line.
Yep, Samuel showing his speed on that drag route, just getting very good separation and getting him down onto the 3.
2nd and 2, power eye set. New England's loading the box here. They hand it off now to Wright. Wright is tackled immediately by Josh Sweat in the backfield. Huge tackle. They're trying to stay in this game.
Hell of a play by Sweat there, making a good stop in the backfield. And right now, if you're Cleveland, do you throw the football on 3rd down, or you just try to run it, keep it, get a field goal, make it a 3-score game with about a quarter left in it?
It depends on how much you trust your defense. Right now, the Patriots really don't have, I think, over 30 yards of total offense. I think you play it safe here, run the ball. If you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown. But at the very least, you have to get points in this drive.
Yep.
And they will hand it off to Wright. He tries to get through. The linebacker is unable to and gets stopped at the 3-yard line. So 4th and 2 coming up. The Cleveland's going to try and kick a field goal here.
Yeah, that's a great call. Just again, hold on to the ball, get yourself 3 points, make this a 3-score game.
And they used almost all of that 3rd quarter there. They had a big play, and then they had a 3-and-out, and they used maybe about 6 minutes there to get the ball down the field and for a field goal.
Exactly. That was maybe one of the best drives we've seen in the XCFL playoffs. Just taking an entire quarter away from the Patriots and getting yourself up 3 scores. We could be in for a wild finish, though, because they can hit big plays. So let's see what they do here. Try to come out, running and gunning and get this thing back into a good game.
Still plenty of game left here as we're almost to the end of the 3rd quarter. All 3 timeouts, 24-7. It's not over by a long shot, but the Patriots need to get something going offensively. They need to get it going quick.
Who do you think your playmaker is here if you're New England? Who are you going to the ball with?
I think you got to go to Hawkinson. He's been held all game. He's been held in check all game, but you got to mix it up a little bit and try and hit him. He's your playmaker, and he'll be coming up in a big spot here if they're going to come back into it.
For sure.
And they do hit Hawkinson. He gets him on the drag route for a gain of about 8. Nice starter play there for the Patriots.
And they only have 33 yards of total offense or passing offense right now. They really got to get this thing going or they're in trouble.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. 24-7 is the score for the Browns, up by a bunch. And here they are. The Patriots are driving, though. with the ball, trying to come back into this game. 2nd and 2, they drop back, and they throw it to Hawkinson. It's knocked away. Wow, the linebackers for Cleveland coming up big right now. And a huge 3rd and 2 coming up. Patriots are trying to feed Hawkinson, trying to get their playmakers involved, but nothing really working right now. These linebackers and corners for Cleveland are locked down right now. They know exactly what's coming.
They're playing at a very high level here. That was a great play on 3rd down.
Oh, but here's Gurley. Gurley with some space. Oh, and he's unable to get around the safety. Had one man to beat, but doesn't. But still a nice gain there and brings him to the 48-yard line. Finally, a big play that they need.
Yeah, it looked like Gurley might be out the gate there. They were able to catch him, but that's exactly what you need in this situation. But you got to start being able to throw the football. Boyer has done nothing so far, and if he doesn't get going, they're not going to have enough time to come back, I don't think.
They got to score quick, and they've got to score now. And it's got to go through Boyer and their playmakers. Here comes the blitz. Zone blitz here. They throw it down. Check down, and he puts his head down in a huge face mask, as that's Denzel Ward with a bonehead play there, and gives him a bunch of free yards to the 25-yard line.
You could see Denzel wanted nothing to do with Hawkinson there. Hawkinson put his head down, and Denzel just kind of ducked and grabbed the face mask to bring him down. But these short routes are not going to get you what you need right here. He's got to start taking some shots to get himself in the back in this game.
And those short routes aren't going to be open as they kind of get to this red zone area here. But here they are, play action, looking for something deep. Oh, and it's somehow caught?
That was caught.
Wow, what a bonehead play by the secondary. We just talked him up. Now a face mask penalty, and the safety lets the ball fly over the top of him and makes this a closer game here, 24-14 pending the extra point.
Yeah, I didn't catch who that was, but he just didn't even make a play. I don't know if he saw didn't see the ball, if he lost it in the sun, but they were able to get it. He just was able to, the defender was able to catch it right behind him. If he jumps, well, maybe he just puts his hands up, he picks that off, and this game is over. But now we got a shot here.
They do still have a shot. Here's the return. A lot of space, but he is able to get to the 27-yard line.
So you're in the 4th quarter. Your defense has just gotten a drive that probably took a lot out of them. What do you come out in here? Do you try to come out and bring pressure early, or do you kind of sit back and hope you can get a stop?
I think you have to sit back if you're the Patriots and trust your defense and make a play and get your team some momentum and make a turnover. You have Derwin James and Jamal Adams back there for a reason. You know Cleveland is going to try and take a shot and bury you. You have to stay back and stay passive in this drive.
I agree.
And they don't, and they hit Jarvin on the play action on that cross route, and they get a huge chunk play to start this drive.
Yeah, and they bring both backers. They bring that zone blitz, 3 deep, 3 under, and that was a great read by Baker, just hitting the hole where they would usually be. If you're going to bring the zone blitz, you really got to get pressure. You're going to leave big windows in the middle of the field.
You got to get pressure. You got to get pressure quick because those windows are going to be big. Right there, Landry wide open on that crosser. Now single back set, 2 wide receivers to the right. Samuel out left, and here's Wright with another huge hole. Oh, he trucks Derwin James. I have never seen that before.
Yeah, and Mr. Wright just put Derwin James on his back, and he's just doing a great job of holding on to the football and making sure he doesn't turn it over. And he's a big boy. When he gets downhill, he's hard to tackle, and Derwin struggled on that one. Now they're across the 50 here. Now I think you got to start bringing some type of pressure, get a turnover.
You got to force Baker to kind of get the ball here and hold on to it a little bit. Maybe he'll turn it over, but they don't. Wright gets the ball, but a good run defense for once. He's finally stopped for a gain of about 3 there. 17 rushes, though, and 157 yards and a touchdown. He has been phenomenal.
Yeah. What a day from him. And now, you got him in 2nd and 7. I think this is one of the first, second, and not, short or 5, less than 5 here for the Browns. So this is a good spot for the Pats. Now you just got to get one more stop, make them get a 3rd and long.
You have to get these pass rushers teed up a little bit. They have been held really ineffective so far in this game, and that's largely because of the Browns' success on 1st and 2nd down.
Exactly, and Baker's done a great job.
And here's the stretch play to Wright. Wright with a lot of space again. Can anybody get to this guy? And he falls down. Smartly doesn't want to try and take on Jamal Adams the second time, and he's now 18 for 173.
What a savvy move by Wright there, just falling to the ground. And you got to be frustrated if you're VBD right now, because they are just running the ball down your throat, and it almost feels like they can't stop him and they won't stop him.
And usually with Derwin James and Jamal Adams back there, people are scared to run the ball, but not Tosh right now. He gets it to Samuel on the RPO play, and Samuel gets down for another first down. This Cleveland offense is just taking the life out of the Patriots right now.
And that's, this is all set up by the running game. They've ran the ball so successfully that the Patriots loaded the box there and they left that little bubble screen open. It was numbers. It was one, it was basically 2-on-1. The cornerback gets blocked by the outside receiver and you throw that little bubble for a big game.
I formation set. Cleveland staying in these run formations. And here's the run again. The right with space. Oh, and a huge hit by James. That time he was not getting trucked, but Wright is able to hang on again after taking another huge hit.
Yep, and that's a hell of a job by James. I mean, by Wright there, just holding on to the football. He's done basically everything right this game, and Mr. Wright has been their guy.
And after Mayfield's first interception, they go down the field, but it was largely Wright who made that first touchdown drive happen for them, and it's been Wright ever since. Mayfield has been good, but it's been that rushing game that's really catapulted them into this position.
Yeah, and he's just successful since he's done that. Since that interception, it's all been short, and he's been able to find all the holes in the zone.
And another good call there. They call the halfback off tackle to Bogan, the other running back who's also been good when they needed him to be. And he gets a first down. So first and goal, 3 minutes left to go. A touchdown will basically end this. And they toss it to Wright. Wright gets around the outside and waltzes in for his second touchdown of the day. Wright is on fire right now.
Yeah, what a game for him! And this is this is almost his coming out party. I think he's showing the XCFL that he's one of the best running backs that there are, and just the fact that they've been so downhill, they load the box there, and he's able to get around the edge for a touchdown.
He has just been hard to stop in this game. He really weren't. If you look at this Browns team beforehand, have you seen them play? Not very often did they go to this run first type of mentality, but they got an early lead, and Wright has just been kind of taken over and forcing them to just go with what's working here with Wright, and you got to commend them for that.
Oh yeah, I mean they kind of they just took what was there, and that was a great job of doing that. If you can get the ball down the field like that with your running back, it's almost impossible to play defense against. And he just took advantage of what was there, and that's showing kind of how the user he is, very elite, and VBD just as good, but this time it wasn't his game.
Still time left on the clock, but they needed some type of miracle and a big turnover or two and a huge bounce their way. But here they are, a nice completion there in traffic to Castle. He's able to get down and slide down for a big first down completion.
Yeah, and he's finally moving the ball, getting the ball down the field, but it just seems like it's a little too late. His whole offense has always been, a little shorter completions, running the football, getting the ball down the field, and when you get down like that, like he did, it's very hard to win a game.
Yeah, against that Cleveland defense, both these teams have phenomenal defenses. So when you put yourself in a hole like that, unless you're able to hit a big play here and there, it's very tough to come back as they are in a huge hole now with 2:40 left to go. Garrett is coming and finally does. He's looking for that slant route, but Garrett is in there again. 3 sacks on the day for Myles Garrett.
Yeah, and he's able to get in and make the play, and that's a great job. Garrett is absolutely on fire. One of the best, maybe the best pass rusher in the XCFL, and he's only 30 years old. And I say only because he's probably going to be doing this for another 4 or 5 years.
Second and 15. Cleveland backs off the blitz. They go check it down there. That springs, but that is not going to be near enough for the first down, as this will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, and again, that's kind of VBD's offense. He's able to make chunk plays, and Tosh just beat him at his own game this game. He was the guy driving the football, making the smart reads, making easy throws, and kind of, you saw a little bit of switch here from last year when these two guys played.
3rd and 13 coming up. Trips to the left here at the 2-minute warning. Patriots need a miracle. And they get the first down, but they got to get moving quickly if they're going to have any shot in this one. But Boyer's 10 for 14, 118 yards has been very hit or miss in this game. Would you say so?
Yeah, I would say so. And that 10 for 14, that's basically the last 2 drives. He didn't really get, I think he was like 3 for 7 at halftime. And he didn't really have many chances, and when he did have the chances, he wasn't able to make the play. So really not the game you want from Boyer. He's a little too late here, starting to make his plays.
Yeah, now they're starting to finally let Boyer start throwing the ball a little bit, but it's really been chunk plays and nothing huge downfield, no big plays that they're really getting back into it. And Boyer, just at halftime, only in this offense had only 27 yards or so of total offense. And here's an interception. Here's Denzel Ward, and that'll do it. He's going to try to return this, but he gets it all the way to the 16-yard line. Cleveland with a huge win. They're going to be moving on to the Super Bowl.
And that's an absolutely enormous win. We're going to see another Jack versus Tosh Super Bowl. That's going to be a lot of fun to see. VVD, great season, 15-1 going into the game. Just not his day. And I think you got to commend the Browns. And I think you really got to commend the young guy, Mr. Wright, for just doing, carrying them to a Super Bowl in this game.
It seemed like Tosh came in with a game plan that people wouldn't have expected. He likes to let Baker kind of make plays on his own and scramble and get around to the edge, but this time he didn't use any of that really. I think he only had one play where he really got outside the pocket and didn't really have any kind of quarterback scrambles at all for Baker, but he used the running game of Wright to everybody's surprise almost and just kind of pounded the ball down VBD's throat.
Yeah, no answer there for the Patriots. And this is a team that's getting older, and they might have just got exposed there with a little bit of a weakness of not being able to stop the run. So it'll be interesting to see what they do going forward. I think Tosh, obviously, his team's starting to age. This is kind of his last shot, and he's got to run into the powerhouse that is the Redskins. So, good to see. Good to see another great game between these two. Good to see Tosh really show out as his team's getting older, and look forward to a good Super Bowl between these guys.
It will be a good Super Bowl, and we should hopefully have that here for you guys soon. We'll talk to the users and see what's going on. But that's the final from here in Foxborough, 31-14, Cleveland, as we will see you guys in a little bit for the Super Bowl.
All right, nice job, guys. All right, I got to get off, man.